Alright, you lot, here we go. We've got ourselves a Loolin GPS brushless drone. Those of you that are regular viewers of this channel would have heard me talk about this in a previous video a couple of days ago, because I've been able to get hold of this, and I'm going to be able to unbox it and give it a few goes before I have to give it to the person who actually owns it. So that's as simple as that. So let's have a look. The way I do reviews, I like to appreciate the packaging, the boxes, because obviously companies, they do spend money and time designing their packaging and all of that, so it needs to be appreciated as well, as far as I'm concerned, because it does come as part of the product. So you've got Loolin, which is the name, the brand of this particular drone. Chinese company, I do believe. GPS brushless drone for ages 14 plus. Z6Pro, that must be the model of this particular drone. What else have we got here? On the top of it, we've got GPS tracking. We have brushless motor. We have HD 5G Wi-Fi camera. Well, that's handy. Long life battery, GPS auto return, so it'll automatically return to you if there's a problem or if you press the button. Optical flow positioning. Optical flow positioning sounds good. Palm control, so you can do that thing. Waypoint flight, so you can set waypoints. So I've also got a DJI Mavic. I'm going to be comparing this against that. I know the price is massively different and all that kind of stuff, but it's got a lot of the same features of what the Mavic Pro Platinum has. So I'd like to compare the features when we go out and do the test flying, to see how they compare with each other. Because if this can match something of that caliber, then this is going to be a good thing. Circle flight, so fly in a circle, and dual frequency technology, so obviously it shouldn't get interfered by anything else. You've got a load of stuff on this, and you download the apps and all that kind of stuff. We'll have a look at that later on, looking at apps and all that kind of stuff. This is interesting stuff that we probably want to be looking at. So we've got the model Z6Pro. Motor is brushless. The takeoff weight is 216 grams. So we've got 216 grams. Battery 7.6 volt, 1700 milliamp hour. Charging time about 3.5 hours. That's what it says. We'll see if that is actually true when we try it all out. The manufacturer is I can't pronounce any of that. Something Samer Model Aircraft Industrial Co. So it's the same company by the sounds of it that make those helicopters that I've done quite a lot of helicopters, haven't I? Got a lot of helicopters. The SEMA, I don't know how you pronounce it, SEMA helicopters. Yeah, got quite a lot of those. So it seems to be the same sort of company. Let's have a look inside then and see what we actually got, and what it's actually like. Yeah, I was quite lucky because when I got it for a friend of mine, I said, when it turns up, can I unbox it and do a video review and a bit of a test of it first? And he was like, yeah, go and have a look, because he goes, it'll save me from having to unbox it. So yeah, quite lucky, yeah, really. So yeah, there's nothing else in the box, just get a case. Looks like it comes in a nice little case with the branding on the front now. So these are the instructions. So we've got some instructions. It's always handy to have instructions. It's a nice little book, actually. I like it when you get nice little books like this. Very handy, sort of pocket sized as such, you know. And I dare say that would fit. Yeah, if you wanted to, that would fit nicely in there, or probably maybe some other pockets somewhere. So if you forget something, you can always whip it out, have a bit of a read. What's the English like? Where's the English section? GPS tracking. In GPS mode, the drone will head in the direction of the mobile phone and follow the mobile phone to move. The minimum distance of GPS tracking is 5 meters. Yeah, pretty good English. A lot of the time, you know, the translation does get confused on products like this, so that seems to be good. I like it when companies put good effort into making stuff. Basic operation, so you get like a quick start guide there, basic operation. Now, let's have a look. So, first, we have quite a nice case. Feels reasonable quality. I mean, some people aren't going to be bothered about a case either, let's be honest. A lot of people just, a case is a case, they just throw it around and whatever. The strap feels good. feels like the sort of seatbelt material we get in a car. Probably going to be nice and strong. Can't see that breaking in anytime soon. You've got a pretty cool little front pocket in there. That's nice. A little bit of branding there. Quite like the look of that, to be honest. You know, it's a nice, sort of a nice case. Unzips. The zip feels nice, I must say. The zip does feel nice. There we go. This is exactly what you will receive if you was to purchase one of these. In here, first of all, what is this? This looks like a cable, or at least a couple of cables, perhaps. Let's undo this. I do like getting new stuff and having a look at new stuff. It is very exciting. So we've got some USB. These must be chargers. So looks like we have to charge everything with a USB. So it might be a bit, I don't know if there's a plug in here. It might be a bit of a pain if you haven't got a USB plug. Hopefully there's a plug adapter in here. That must be to charge some sort of battery, USB, a cable, perhaps for transferring data. We'll find out in a minute. Another charger, obviously for charging something or another. So here, rolled up is something. That's all these. Oh, that's the battery. This must be the battery. Let's take the battery out. Okay, so move these packages and put them over here for now. One battery, 1700 milliamp hour, 12.92 watts, 7.6 volts. Yeah, but that's that. That's the battery. So we'll put that in a minute. What else have we got here? Rolled up in this little bag. If we can get it undone. Sometimes they do like to do stuff up in you. You can't undo it. Oh, so we just got some spare props, spare blades. They're little blades, aren't they? Spare blades in here. We'll do them back up. I don't want to be losing those. Sort of thing I'd lose. What we got in here then? Don't know what that is. Rolled up. That's all that's in that little thing. Let's have a quick look to see what this is rolled up. I should be able to get that undone like that. There we go. Takes some time, but we'll get there. There we go. Right. Oh, it's a screwdriver. So we've got, oh bloody blimey. Alright. We've got a screwdriver. Oh, and we've got a load of little screws. You can't see that, can you? Slightly out of shot. Loads of little screws and a screwdriver. Cheap feeling screwdriver. Doesn't feel like a quality sort of screwdriver, but it probably would do the job of whatever it's supposed to do. It's a Phillips screwdriver as well. And we've got some little screws. Don't know what they're for yet. We'll have to read the instructions probably to find out if we're meant to use those or if there's spares. They might be spares. I'm just going to put them back in this bag. Oh, because otherwise they'll end up falling down, and if they go on this carpet in this room, we'll never get them back. So the main attraction. Oh, that's small, isn't it? Look how small that is. What's in here then? Oh, there's the controller. Look, we've got the transmitter, and you've got a little bit of foam which separates the two in the bag. That is very nice. Very, very nice. So, seeing as the transmitter is not packaged in a bag, let's have a look at this first. First thing, it's very, very light. It's extremely light, in fact. It's got "Made in China" written on the back. It's got a LiPo battery in it. Apparently the battery is LiPo, and it's 380 milliamps at 3.7 volts. Rated charging voltage 5 volts. So it's got a LiPo battery in it. That folds out, does it? Right, that folds out. I'm assuming you put you plug your phone in there or do whatever you do. We'll have to read the instructions in a minute and find out what the crack is with this. How does that come out there then? That's the on button. Oh, it's already got electric in it. Nice. Alright. We'll work that out in a minute. Let's have a look at the main attraction. The little drone. This is tiny, man. Very light. Very small. Very light. folds out, much like a Mavic. A bit of packaging. Look at that. That is brilliant. Has it got a battery in it? It's already got a battery in it as well, so you actually get 2 batteries then. So you got 2 batteries, so you can have one charging while you've got the other one being used. How long it'll take to actually discharge, I don't know. How do you get that in there then? Oh, you press that, do you? Don't know what the crack is with that. We'll work out how you actually get that in there in a minute. Let's have a look at this. So it looks like we've got little sensors and stuff. There's our camera. Looks like to me that it's only an up and down camera, so it doesn't go side to side or anything like that, like you would on the Mavic. So you've got little lights on the front there, little feet there, and yeah, oh man, this, do you know what? That's pretty nice. It is light though, it is very light. I'll be interested to see how this is actually going to fare in a bit of wind. Will it be able to stabilise itself in wind? Because DJIs, you know, they're quite heavy, which is good because in the wind it keeps them stable. A light thing like this might blow around, but we'll find out. We'll find out. We will. Does that go that way? Perhaps. No, it goes that way. I honestly don't know how you're supposed to get the battery in. I'll have to. I'll have to try and work that out somehow. We'll try. Right, let me work out how to get the battery in. Let me work out how to do the transmitter, and then we'll fire up and see what fun games we can have. Right. So I was planning on going out and giving this a bit of a test flight in this video, but things have changed, so I'm going to have to do that tomorrow or the day after. So this video is just going to be having a look at it for now. I've got the battery in. There's a little bit of plastic there that was protecting the terminals, so got rid of that. This is a nice transmitter. It opens up like that, and you put your phone in there and do all your bits and bobs. So just for fun, and I know the price difference is massive, but just for fun, let's compare. This is going to be the drone I'm going to be comparing the flying to. So we got the transmitter there for the Mavic Pro Platinum, and this is my trusty drone, which has never let me down, and we've had many flights with this. So the size, this is quite a bit bigger, and it's also quite a bit heavier, especially when it's got the battery in it. This is very light and very small. I reckon that we're probably going to have, I think this is probably going to, do its best at keeping up with this. But I'm really excited to see what it's going to turn out like. But man, I can't wait for tomorrow now. I'm going to go out and give this a bit of a blast. We'll give it a bit of a fly, and we'll do some side by side, because if some of you lot are wondering, should you go for this at the time of purchasing this in 2023, it was £220. So this, which I bought in, just to give you a bit of comparison, because you might be thinking, should you go for a more expensive one, or should you go for the cheaper option? Will you get the results that you're after? Sorry, it started raining. I had to go and get the washing off the washing line. Will you get the results that you're after if you go for the cheaper option? Which is why I want to compare the two. So this is £220 in 2023, and this one, which I don't know what they are now, but I bought this 2018, and it was £1,000. So we should be able to get a comparison. I know this is an old model, but yeah, I reckon hopefully you'll be able to think to yourself, actually, do I really need an expensive one? I can just buy a cheaper one. We'll find out. We'll find out tomorrow when I go and do some comparisons, some video comparisons and all of that. Obviously, one of the downsides of this one is the camera only looks like it goes up and down. It doesn't appear, like on the DJI, it'll go anywhere you want it to go. The gimbal, it's multi-access, it'll go down, up, left, right, so you can do anything that you want to do with that. So there we go. And again with the transmitter, very heavy for the DJI one. The Loolin one, extremely light, very light. The buttons, the knobs feel good. They feel alright, the buttons. Clicky buttons. That turns on. Camera mode, video, take a picture. Don't really know what that's all about. I have to read the instructions. Looks like you've got a little stand. What does that do? Oh, that's the antenna. That's the antenna by the looks of things. You pull that up. Yeah, so that is that, my friends. And obviously, as everybody knows, with the DJI, you've got two antennas there. You pull that out to put your phone in. And yeah, they're very simple, very good design. But the comparison will be real, my friends. The comparison will be real. It started raining out there now anyway, so I'll in a couple of days' time, I'll go and take both of these drones out, and we'll see, can this Loolin, what is it, Z6 Pro, how does it fare? How does it fly on its own? How is the camera? What does the footage look like? How's the battery life? And obviously, as I keep saying, how does it compare to its more expensive competitors? Can you call it a competitor? I don't know. I'd say this is more of a competitor to this. But how does it fare? And it might help you make a decision whether you would need to spend more money or less money. Who knows? But thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. And I'll tell you what, I'm really excited to actually fly this. Really am. I can't put it into words how excited I am to fly this and see what it actually turns out like. So, cheerio. Make sure you stick around if you're interested. It'll probably be a week, something like that. Let me go to several different locations, film several different things, and compile a video together. Ciao for now, you lot. All the best. Take care. And enjoy life and enjoy your drones.